even deeper now? Just how deep down are we?
It's like a metaphor for your previous life, isn't it?
Our lives weren't that bad. So this is the actual entrance to the Fortress of Meripede? Huh. It looks like there are other new arrivals, too. Oh, they sure don't look happy. Maybe we look too relaxed for fresh convicts. Oh, right. We're on someone else's territory now. We need to think of a good way to act like criminals to get by. If we're discovered, even Neuvillette might not be able to rescue us. Hey! Don't scare Paimon! Oh, Paimon's not ready for all this!
Look, I don't really know you, and I have no idea what kind of crime you committed, but... You wouldn't have happened to anger someone important, did you?
Someone important? Paimon doesn't think so. Wait, why are you suddenly trying to talk to us now?
Now's not the time to worry about that. Anyway, it's over there, so... You just go on over there by yourselves. I've done my job, so... Good luck.
What was that all about? Wait a second. Are there usually so many garter mechs around here? They're already onto us?
Prisoners numbers 7459 and 7560. Welcome. Oh, no need to be anxious. These Gardamex aren't here to attack you. In fact, they're here as your honor guard. When I heard that you were friends of Monsieur Neuvillette, I had the Gardamex come and wait in formation.
Wait! You know about our connection with Neuvillette?
The seafloor isn't as cut off from the world as you might imagine. However, I'm afraid that I know nothing more than that you are friends of the Udex. And as you can see, committing a crime means being sentenced here, even if you're friends with the Chief Justice. Quite fair.
The Duke! Greetings, Your Grace! Lovely weather today, isn't it?
Oh, greetings, my good fellow. Well, I'm willing to imagine that the weather is as good outside the sea as you say it is. How great it would have been if only the Fortress of Meripede had been built on the coast, huh? It would have been so convenient to enjoy a nice chat in the sunshine.
My profuse apologies. I just got so nervous when I saw you,
So this is the Duke. He sure looks a lot younger than Paimon imagined.
The Traveler and Paimon, correct? Mr. Deacon here was responsible for your welcome. I trust you were satisfied with his guidance? Outstanding! Well, Deacon, I recall we discussed fate during our last work meeting, I believe that fate will reward all those who take every aspect of their work in life seriously. When you return to your bunk, you'll find the guards have issued some extra credit coupons to you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Your Grace. Oh, and you too. I can't believe you gave me such praise. If you need anything in the future, anything, please, come find me anytime. No credit coupons necessary.
Well, I believe that concludes the introductions. We've already taken enough time here. Deacon, if you would.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take my leave now.
Please, follow me. To make you feel more welcome, I'll show you around the various facilities of the Fortress of Meripede. I hope it'll help you adjust to life here.
He's going to personally give us a cure? Huh. Paimon can't figure out what this guy's thinking at all. No wonder Charlotte's so interested in him. He's one of those mysterious types. Alright, let's keep up with him.
There's no need to be so reserved. The label of criminal is nothing but one of many identities, and being criminally inclined here at the fortress is just one of many ways to survive.
Is it really okay for the warden to think like that? We're real criminals, you know. What if we're too difficult to handle?
Well, then maybe you'll be able to carve out a name and a place for yourselves in this underwater world, But before you go in swinging, please remember that in the Fortress of Meripede, it's better to not cause trouble for yourself or for the guards. Now, we've arrived at a very important place, the Coupon Cafeteria. You can come here and claim one welfare meal each day.
Welfare meal? You mean it doesn't cost anything?
That's right. Criminals are essential to fortress operations, so we must guarantee that they at least have the basic means to survive.
But that's not how it was. Back in the day, it cost your reward coupons just to get a cup of water here. For fish like you who just arrived with nothing, you'd have to go to work hungry until you earned enough coupons to eat. It was only after His Grace became the administrator that we got the free meal rule. Now everyone gets a square meal every day, even no-good slackers who've never picked up a wrench in their whole lives. Nobody starves to death here.
In the Fortress of Meripede, credit coupons are the only currency, and everything must be purchased. In some sense, you could say using the coupons is a form of trade. But trade is always conducted by people. So if we want trade here to prosper, we need everyone to work hard and live their lives. If nobody could even afford a meal, then the whole fortress would be up in arms. And that would only make things more difficult for me. So, rather than saying that we're giving everyone a free meal here, you should say that everyone's hard work has improved the living conditions in the Fortress of Meripede.
Your Grace's reasoning is correct, but what I said is also true. Whatever the case, hard work is rewarded here. You'd be hard-pressed to find anywhere else as fair and reasonable.
Right! Paimon sees your point. By that logic, this place doesn't seem so bad after all. Oh, wait, no. We shouldn't drop our guard so quickly. But it seems the inmates really respect the Duke because of his attitude, right? We should still try to verify the truth with our own eyes.
Let's continue this way. This place is known as the Pancration Ring. Sometimes we have criminals who have more energy than they know what to do with. Their daily work alone isn't enough of an outlet for them. So, instead of leaving them to their own devices, we've provided them with this dedicated venue. This way, nobody will get involved unless they want to be.
Pancration matches? And you can earn extra coupons? Oh, what do you think, Traveler? Interested?
But I must warn you that your sentence will be extended if you fail to restrain yourself and end up seriously injuring or killing your opponent.
So, did you set this place up too?
No, actually. I just granted approval for the organizer to use this area to build the ring, and I collect a portion of the proceeds in return. Of course, the fees are also quite useful.
Oh. Do you mind if we ask what they're used for?
Sure. Ensuring personal safety, maintaining the arena, and resolving any conflicts that arise. Why? Are you interested in how to manage a pancration ring?
Oh, no. Paimon was just wondering if that's how you paid for everyone's welfare meals.
A reasonable guess. I see you have a talent for entrepreneurship.
Oh, you hear that? Paimon has a talent! So we can start a business here?
That is something you can discuss between yourselves later. Let's move on for now.
Your Grace. Good morning. I mean, good afternoon. No, wait, what time is it again?
What time indeed? Time waits for no one, so it's best to keep an eye on it.
My apologies, Your Grace.
Jeez, that guy's so nervous he almost forgot to breathe.
Sorry, forgive my manners.
These are the dormitories, which is where inmates sleep. The guards will inform you where your bunk is later. In the Fortress of Meripede, criminals usually spend most of their time in either the production zone or the sleeping areas.
The production zone? What does it produce? Is that where we'll be working?
Not necessarily. Though working in the production zone is the most reliable way to earn credit coupons, if you have other skills, you can skip your shifts to earn them in other ways.
Wow. Wait, you're the manager of this place, and you're just telling us to our faces that it's okay to skip work?
The fact that the Fortress of Meripede has continued operating completely autonomously is proof enough that most people are willing to work honestly and earn a stable income. As for what we produce, many of the clockwork machines seen all over Fontaine originate from our workshop. Therefore, the Fortress of Meripede is not only a place where criminals serve their sentences, but also a giant machine factory. There's no need for me to get into specifics about the production process now. You'll experience it all firsthand when you report for work tomorrow. Let's move on. The tour continues over this way.
You really scared me there. I didn't expect to see you here, Your Grace. I thought maybe I was so tired from work that I was starting to see things.
The only thing you should be seeing is the work in front of you. Stay focused and keep up the pace. Oh? Is something the matter?
It's nothing. Paimon's just worried about how hard we'll have to work tomorrow. Your Grace? What are you doing in the infirmary at a time like this? Oh no, you didn't injure yourself, did you?
Not yet, unfortunately for you. But thank you for your concern, Sigewinne.
Oh, then you must be here for those two.
Allow me to introduce you. This is the infirmary, and Sigewinne here is the Fortress of Meripede's head nurse.
Hello, new faces. They call me the head nurse, but I actually handle all the nurse-related work all by myself down here.
Since you seem to have some rare downtime with no patients, perhaps you could find the time to join us for dinner?
Oh, then these two must be some important convicts. Sure, I'll join the welcome party.
Thank you. Your presence will be the pièce de résistance for today's tour.
Oh, so the tour part is over now?
I believe I've already covered the primary aspects of life here in the fortress. As for your work, there'll be someone else to guide you through the details. Is there anything else? I seldom conduct tours, so why don't you just ask if you have any questions?
Well, this is our first time here. Paimon's not sure what to ask.
Then let's head back to the coupon cafeteria. Maybe a meal will help you think up some questions.
You should at least try to be excited. Our free meals are actually pretty good here. What do you think of the food? Does it meet your expectations? Wow, it looks delicious! Neverlet made it sound like living conditions in the Fortress of Meripede wasn't very good. Who would have guessed that criminals get to eat tasty food like this every day? Oh, isn't that the meal box that only super lucky people manage to draw? Seems like you two are quite fortunate.
It actually has nothing to do with luck in this case. I had a word with Walsey, so you didn't have to draw lots like everyone else.
Oh, you mean the meals are random?
Yes, what you get to eat depends completely on your luck. You could say that it's a distasteful little game that Chef Walsey likes to play here in the cafeteria.
Paimon knew it! If criminals got to eat tasty food like this every meal, the crime rate in Fontaine would skyrocket for sure!
Excuse me, did I hear you mention Nervulette just now? I've been wondering how he's doing. Is he busy with work? Has he been taking care of his health?
He seems healthy no matter how you look at him, but he works so hard all the time, so it must be really tiring.
Sounds like he hasn't changed a bit. Looks like you can stop worrying so much, Sigewinne.
Oh, that's good. But I still feel like it's been too long since I've heard any news about him.
No news is good news. Maybe next time I've got something to discuss with him, I can invite you to accompany us.
But isn't the Fortress of Meropide independent from Fontaine's court system? What do you two have to discuss?
Well, we provide all kinds of mechanical products for official use, and some essential goods have to be obtained from the overworld, so we naturally have to stay in touch about this and that. Monsieur Nervulette's character is unimpeachable. No matter the question, you can discuss it openly and freely with him. Talking with him feels quite effortless. In light of that, I am quite willing to go out of my way to show respect and accommodate him. In fact, right now, I'm treating you two as guests invited by Monsieur Nervulette. But unfortunately, I can only do so until the end of this meal. After this, you two will just be inmates here. You're very welcome. Well, your new life awaits. Are you finished eating? Then I recommend that you return to the dormitories and rest. You have work to do tomorrow. Perhaps you were hoping to ask for some special privileges? Sorry, you'll have to use credit coupons like everyone else. It's not as comfy here as you might imagine.
Now that I've gotten a good look at you two, I think you're very cute. After all, Heavy is the head that wears the cutesy crown. I guess I just want to say, just take care of yourself and don't get hurt.
The Traveler and Paimon, right? Listen up. As new inmates, the only thing you need to worry about is what to do and when to do it. Don't make any extra trouble for yourself. Your bunks are right over there. Follow me.
So this is where we'll be sleeping from now on. Oh, Paimon can't believe this! The days of staying home and reading detective stories are like a dream now. By the way, Traveler, we saw a lot of things worth investigating just now. Even though the Duke didn't say it too directly, judging from what he said at the end, it seems that he was only welcoming because we know Nervulette. We are criminals, and Paimon did eat that cake, but we're actually here to help Nervulette. Is it possible that he knows we're here on a mission? Or is Paimon overthinking things? Yeah, Paimon thinks so too. He probably knew why we came here from the very beginning and intentionally wanted to send us a message. Maybe something like, "Hey, I have my eyes on you, so don't try anything funny." Yeah, you're right. It's not like we can go back to Nervulette empty-handed and say, "The dude looks scary, so we gave up." And besides, the Duke said that he was willing to go out of his way to show respect for Nervulette, right? So, we at least need to try. But Paimon hasn't gotten a clue where we should start our investigation. You mean... Yeah, that's what Paimon was thinking too! Paimon almost spilled the beans when we ran into him. Fortunately, based on his attitude, it looks like the Duke sees Linny as just another inmate. We worked so hard to help clear hear Lenny and Lynette's names, and yet we turn around and bam! He's in prison anyway! Oh, right! Lenny and Lynette are from the House of the Hearth. They work for the Knave, so they could be here to investigate too! Huh? Oh, it's a card! Paimon didn't notice it earlier. It looks like a magician's prop. Lenny must have left it here. He's in prison and still doing his little tricks, huh? Let Paimon have a look. It was nice to bump into you again. Let's catch up in the production zone tomorrow. What in the world? It's written like he's greeting a buddy on the street. Paimon thought he'd write something important. If you say so, we can ask him what's going on tomorrow. Let's get some rest now. Hey, you're finally awake! Well, it's Paimon's first day as a prisoner. Last night, Paimon dreamed about getting interrogated by the guards until Paimon told them everything, and then Paimon woke up. Hey, come on! It's just a dream, okay? Paimon wouldn't really squeal. Maybe.
Hey, lazy bones! What are you still doing here? If you don't want to starve, then get yourselves over to the production zone.
Sorry! We're going right away!
Ah, you must be the catch of the day. Looks like you've got some luck getting assigned this space.
Yep, we just arrived yesterday and...
Don't interrupt me when I'm speaking!
Yes, sir.
Listen carefully to my instructions. I don't want any mishaps. Every machine here is worth more than the both of you. Working around these machines can be very dangerous. Do your job well, and you can eat in the cafeteria after your shift. Get sloppy, and you dine in the infirmary. Anyway, the Fortress of Meripede doesn't want to lose a single one of its machines. And it also doesn't want to waste the production potential of any inmate. You got that?
Got it!
Your job is to use the machine over there to process widgets. Watch carefully, and make sure you step on the pedal at the right time. If the machine gets jammed, then give it a little maintenance with your fist. Here, take this. Bring me the process widgets, and I'll give you some credit coupons in exchange. Bring me the process widgets, and I'll give you some credit coupons in exchange.
So if the machine gets jammed, you just need to attack it to fix the problem. Once the widget is hot enough to blow, jump to step on the pedal and hit the widget with the hammer. Report back to the foreman and give him the processed widgets!
Huh. This one is tolerable. Though since the processing is done by machine, the product is all pretty much the same anyway. Alright, I'll pass you for now. And we'll count up how many credit coupons you've earned.
Paimon's exhausted. We're done now, right? Oh, that foreman. He's so scary that Paimon couldn't even speak. Ugh. Even though Paimon's starving and wants to head straight to the coupon cafeteria, we still need to meet Lenny first, right? He probably just finished up his work, too. He should be around here somewhere. Lenny? Mr. Mr. Magician? Where are you? Oh, this had better not be some disappearing act. He doesn't seem to be around here. Let's try looking somewhere else. Where could he be? Did he decide to slack off and sleep the day away?
Hey, over here.
Oh, you scared Paimon! How did you appear out of nowhere like that?
Oh, you scare so easily now? Is there something worrying you these days?
You little... The only thing we're worried about was trying to find you.
Sorry. Come over here and keep it down.
Oh, Lynette! You're here too! You two really are inseparable.
That's right. My brother simply can't stand to be away from me.
It's not just Lynette. Fremine is also here. Do you still remember him?
Oh, you mean that diver from the House of the Hearth, right? Paimon remembers seeing him in the Court of Fontaine before. Now hurry up and tell us, how did you end up as criminals this time? We fought so hard at court to prove you were innocent, but now it looks like our incredible court battle was for nothing!
Sadly, even the teeniest of things can land you in prison these days. I put together a street performance and used the popularity we gained from the Opera House incident to attract a big crowd.
And then?
Next, I invited several audience members to participate in the show. And then, with the entire audience watching, their wallet suddenly disappeared.
My brother was charged with theft, and I was charged as his accomplice, having assisted him in his crime.
It really isn't that bad. The missing wallets are all in the leftmost drawer of the Maison Gardiennage's big filing cabinet. We just need to see how long it takes to discover them.
Yep, we should be released then.
In terms of the magic trick itself, I think the performance went perfectly.
Leave it to Lenny to magic himself into prison.
Indeed. Last time I hid my identity from you, I promised that I'd tell you absolutely everything if you were angry about it. No more secrets. So I don't plan on keeping anything from you this time either. At the moment, the House of the Hearth's interests don't conflict with yours at all. We were instructed by the father of our house, the Knave, to come here and conduct an investigation.
Told you so! See? Paimon guessed right.
As for what we're investigating, perhaps you haven't heard, but the fortress of Meropide hides a secret. Some even say that the entire fortress exists just to protect it. The House of the Hearth has been investigating this for a very long time, trying to uncover its mysteries. But recently, all of our informants, including the ones that had infiltrated the guards, suddenly vanished and have not been heard from since. We believe that this is a direct provocation, and it's the reason why we came here. Father has somehow managed to confirm that Focalors does not have Fontaine's Gnosis.
Huh? How did she manage to learn information that important?
Father has her ways. Many of them are beyond our imagination, and we've never had the chance to see her at work. But we trust her conclusions.
It was this information that led us to suspect that Fontaine's Gnosis might be in the fortress of Meropide and is related to that secret.
So it's all about the Gnosis again.
Well, that's about it from our side. How about you two? Did Monsieur Nervulette send you here?
Bingo! The Knave has been applying a lot of pressure. She wants to know what happened to Child, so we came here to investigate. Traveler, are we allowed to tell them?
You don't need to worry too much about that. She's just asking for a report on Master Child's predicament as a means of pressuring you. Father used this situation as a pretext to negotiate with 2 high-ranking officials in the court of Fontaine. She actually just wants to be able to make concessions on this matter for gains elsewhere, almost like a bargaining chip.
Sometimes you need an excuse to do things you otherwise couldn't. And a harbinger is more valuable than you might imagine.
Of course, it's not a complete farce. If we do manage to find out what happened to Master Child 2, then diplomatic relations with Fontaine could improve, and Snezhnaya might even be able to adjust its stance a bit.
Is it just Paimon, or does it feel like we're the only ones who actually care about Child's situation? The relationship between the Harbingers must be as bad as ever.
I wouldn't go that far. Father just has different standards than we do when it comes to what can be sacrificed for an advantage. By the way, I have a suggestion. Why don't we team up? Even though we have different objectives, we're both here to investigate the Fortress of Meripede. It would be more efficient for us to work together. As you know, the House of the Hearth has many reasons to seek the Gnosis, but our highest priority remains resolving the prophesized crisis. You can trust us on that.
See, I told you.
Is that so? Sure enough, it won't be easy to convince them to cooperate with us.
Lenny seems to be thinking pretty hard about something.
Of course he is. Lenny has been looking forward to a chance to reach an understanding with you ever since last we met. Or, I should say, we were really looking forward to teaming up with you this time.
Lynette, just tell them everything, why don't you?
It's okay to open up a little.
Very prudent of you, and consistent with your behavior since we first met. That's reasonable enough, and I agreed to cooperate on these terms as well. I was prepared for the worst, but you were actually more agreeable than I anticipated. All right then, there's no time to lose. I have some information to share, so listen carefully. Since Lynette and I arrived here, our investigation uncovered the fact that the Fortress of Meripede has a forbidden zone. Most people just clammed up and wouldn't talk, but after asking the right questions, we were able to confirm the existence of the forbidden zone from the guards. You should be aware of that while you're investigating.
A forbidden zone? Could that be where Child disappeared to? You're right, we'll definitely keep that in mind.
Good. That's the most suspicious thing about the fortress that we know of so far. We have a few other unanswered questions, and we'll be investigating those as quickly as we can. Anyway, I hope you find our information useful at least. Oh, look at the time. You two must be hungry. You should go to the coupon cafeteria and get something to eat. I'll use my cards to get in touch with you again in the future.
Oh, that's just what Paimon wanted to hear! Paimon's starving after all that work today. We can talk more about the investigation later. Let's go get some grub! Oh, he wasn't kidding. Today's meal is nowhere near as good as last time. Oh, who knows how long it'll be until we're lucky enough to get that super tasty meal again? Forget about it then. We'll just deal with the regular food for the time being. Let's just get out of here as soon as possible. But life here doesn't seem all that bad. Other than the foreman being kinda mean and the work being pretty tiring.
You think so, mate? If I had a coupon for every fish who said that. Seems you fishies still haven't learned your lessons from your life up on the surface. If you take things at face value, then by the time you reach a dead end, you won't even know how you ended up on that road in the first place. I like your attitude. I can, let you in on a little something. Everyone's been telling you to just follow the rules and not cause any trouble for yourself. Am I right? But what they don't tell you is that the rules aren't exactly what they pretend to be. The rules for being a prisoner. The truth is, this place has a lot of hidden rules.
Huh? Hidden rules? What do you mean?
Not everyone knows about those rules, but whether you know them or not, once you break one, you might encounter something even worse than death.
Really? Oh, now you're really scaring poor Paimon. Don't joke around like that!
Of course. And I'd say that just disappearing would be one of the better outcomes.
Oh, you mean that if there really are hidden rules, then Child's disappearance might have something to do with that? In that case, would you tell us some hidden rules? We definitely want to avoid breaking them.
Come on, mate. This is valuable information. The difference between life and death. Do you really think you can just ask and I would tell you?
Paimon understands, but we don't have many credit coupons yet.
Yeah, I know. Not like I'm going anywhere. Just come talk to me after you've saved enough. Moreover, you're new fish, freshly caught, and completely out of your element. What'd be the point in even telling you anything before you've gotten a handle on your new lives? Come and find me once you've been here longer. I'm usually around the Rag and Bone shop. Just call me Vidoc. Bye-bye now.
He left. Just like that. Huh. Do you think he's just trying to scare us into buying fake information from him? Yeah. It might be a good place to start in our investigation. Hidden rules, huh? But, like he said, we don't have any coupons and we're still not familiar with this place. Oh, there's nothing we can do about it now. We were so busy talking, we almost forgot to eat! Even if it's not the best, it's probably better while it's warm. Come on, dig in before it gets cold! So Paimon just confirmed with the guards that our shift is set for every morning, and we're free to do whatever we want all afternoon. But it seems like most of the other inmates choose to continue working through the afternoon to earn more credit coupons. Oh, and they also said that you can use coupons to skip work in the morning and free up your time. They weren't kidding. Credit coupons really can be used to do anything here. Paimon's so tired. And we'll need to wake up and go to work in the morning. Without any credit coupons, it's not like we can really do anything else. Nighty-night, Traveler. Paimon hopes we can keep making progress on our investigation tomorrow.